Hello, agents. Welcome to the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by PkmnTrainerJ. Ingress Insights aims to give you the latest news and updates about the Niantic Spatial game Ingress. Whether you're a veteran agent who has recursed 17 times or a brand new agent working to level 8, wondering what a fracker is, this is your place for the latest Ingress news and discussions. 2026 sees Ingress renewed under Niantic Spatial and many new campaigns to engage agents. So, plenty to discuss. Share any thoughts by checking our social media links. Now, over to Ada.
Additional intel available.
Hello, agents. Welcome to episode 165 of the Ingress Insights podcast. In this week's episode, we're going over the Apollo character badges for announced, as well as the details for level 8 week. I'll then run over a few bits such as my progress on the current campaigns and look at a new section on Recon again for part of the Getting Ready for Recon series, is going over the criteria. And then there's a bit of bonus content at the end of this episode looking at one of the corporations we've got badges for in Ingress and getting a bit more intel on them. So first of all, I'm getting into the Apollo Anomaly news. For Apollo, even though there's no XM Anomaly events happening this week, we have had first Saturday where you get season points for how many people attend on Resistance and Enlightened side. We don't have the results there yet, but that will start counting towards the Apollo Anomaly total season score. Outside of that, we do have 3 new character badges that will be added to the store. So we do have one already, which is the Ezekiel Kelvin 2026 medal. And then we're getting Yuri Alaric Nagasa 2026 and Operative 855 2026. These are all where they're kind of looking up at a starry Milky Way sky, and Ezekiel's kind of gazing off to one side, Yuri's looking up, and Operative 855 face is a bit obscured. He kind of looks like he's looking straight ahead. If we're going on what the Ezekiel one cost, which is in the store already, there'll be 30,800 CMU, and that includes the badge and then 2 kinetic capsules. I'm glad the kinetic capsules come back into it. It makes it a bit more worth it. It's not the nice 5 that it was before, but it's nice having kinetic capsules rather than shields in there for myself personally. As I mentioned, the Ezekiel Calvin one is live now. I expect the Yuri and Operative 855 ones will come in shortly as well, and they'll all be available until the end of the Apollo Anomaly season, the end of August. That's all there is for Apollo news. It's a bit light this week, as I mentioned, because there's no anomalous events going on for it as yet. So I'll move into the general Ingress news now. Earlier this week, the Ingress team shared the details for level 8 week. So if you've not played Ingress for a little while or you're new to the game, every year the team do level 8 week on the week of the 8th of August, is 8/8. They said, agents, the NIA confirms that from Friday 7th of August 6pm UTC to Monday 17th of August 6pm UTC, NIA research predicts severe operational strain across the global portal network's XM activity surges, prepare for intensified operations. As this annual XM phenomenon unfolds, the heightened energy state is expected to test the resilience of global XM infrastructure and challenge every agent to maximize their tactical efficiency. For 10 consecutive days, the Ingress scanner is expected to exhibit heightened behaviors, allowing enhanced deployment capability, rapid drone command cycles, and massive action point amplification. Whether you are fortifying local anchors, clearing fields, or organising high-speed fielding operations, only the most dedicated agents will reach the summit. During this period, the Ingress scanner is expected to exhibit the following behaviours. All actions will yield double AP. Apex will boost AP to triple from double. Therefore, running an Apex during level 8 week will award 6 times AP, so that's really good. Double deploy of level 8 resonators, double deploy of portal mods. The drone cooldown time will reduce to 8 minutes. Each successful glyph will reward 80 AP, and there's also experimental weapon tuning. Last few times the experimental weapon tuning has been increasing the range of the bursters, so they can go from 20% power to 30% by holding down. We did also have some changes with shields last time, so I don't know what will be tuned this time. They say to mark the 2026 celebration, 3 distinct operational campaigns will deploy direct to your scanner. These assignments are designed to challenge against all playstyles and grant exclusive commemorative medals upon completion. Access to all campaigns is completely neutral. Your current alignment does not restrict you from undertaking any operation or claiming its associated badge. Agents can claim the free Level 8 Week 2026 campaign directly to earn the Machina Forever 2026 medal. 2 additional operations, Cobalt Blue Rising and Viridian Green Rising, will be available for 2,500 CMU each, unlocking the Resistance Forever 2026 and Enlightened Forever 2026 medals upon completion, respectively. Also, during Level 8 week, the NIA has authorized the re release of highly sought after commemorative medals to the in game store, available to all agents level 8 and above for 2,500 CMU each. These are the previous level 8 medals, so the Resistance patch, the Machina patch, and the Enlightened patch. And we do have details for the assignments here. So for level 8 week 2026, it gets you the Machina Forever badge. You've got to complete 3 out of the 4 on here, and then you get 1 Apex boost and 10 Apollo tokens. So hacking any 25 portals, deploying 50 resonators, walking 2 kilometers, and recharging pools at 35,000 XM. Then the second assignment, completing 3 out of the 4, and then you get the Machina Forever 2026 medal and 10 Apollo tokens. Destroy 25 resonators, capture any 10 portals, earn 40 glyph hack points, and activate 1 Apex boost, which you got from the previous one. And that'll get you the Machina Forever medal. You can then do Stage 2 and Stage 3. Stage 2, again, you've got to complete 3 out of 4. So hack any 55 portals, deploy 20 portal mods, create 15 links, destroy 60 resonators. And then the second assignment for Stage 2, deploy 100 resonators, earn 70 glyph hack points, create 10 fields, claim 2 kinetic capsule programs. Again, 3 out of the 4, you don't have to do them all, but you can if you want the extra rewards. And then finally, Stage 3, again, 3 out of 4, capture any 30 portals, earn 150 glyph hack points, destroy 20 opponent fields, create 30 links. And then for assignment 2, last one on there, assignment 2, stage 3, deploy 160 resonators, deploy 30 portal mods, destroy 20 enemy links, neutralize 20 portals. So that's the free one that gets you the Machina Forever 2026 medal. And then you've got the Cobalt Blue Rising, which is the Resistance one. You can still purchase it even if you are enlightened. No issues doing that. For these ones, you've got to complete 4 out of 5 to proceed. So hack any 30 portals, deploy 55 resonators, neutralize 10 portals, create 10 links, destroy 8 opponent fields, and that will get you onto assignment 2. Completing assignment 1 will get you the Resistance Forever 2026 medal, so assignment 2 is just for the extras. So that's earning 50 glyph hack points, destroying 40 resonators, deploying 10 portal mods, creating 5 fields, or walking 3 kilometers. And then for Viridian Green Rising is the Enlightened campaign. Again, if you're Resistance, you can still purchase it as well. So completing 4 out of 5 will get you the medal, the Enlightened Forever 2026 medal. So hack any 30 portals, destroy 40 resonators, capture any 10 portals, destroy 10 enemy links, create 8 fields. And then for assignment 2, it's earn 50 glyph hack points, deploy 55 resonators, destroy 10 portal mods, destroy 5 opponent fields, and walk 3 kilometers. So those all sound very similar to the previous one. So nice and easy to do on there. And they are cheaper campaigns than usual because it's just the 2,500 for each of those. So a total of 5,000, and you're getting 3 badges out of it because you're getting the free one as well. I think they look all right. I'm kind of disappointed thinking that it'd just be the normal patches I'd offer again that I've already got from previous level 8 weeks, but it's nice to get the 6 times AP on there. That should get me up to level 11 again. I'm halfway through level 10. You can always, I kind of think of level 8 week as kind of a precursor to the November event for the anniversary. If thinking in terms of like wrestling, this is like the Royal Rumble before WrestleMania. So level 8 week is the Royal Rumble, anniversary is WrestleMania, the big main event on there. So that's where you got to get an idea of what they might be doing for the anniversary. Then, just as a reminder, the Moonlit Paths campaign is still running, so you can still play through that and get Apollo tokens, get your badge, make sure you're still completing that on there and getting your points towards your Apollo series medal. One important note about the Ingress Shopify store. So that's a store where you can buy cards and things like that, character cards and apparel, things that Niantic Spatial basically have left in the warehouse. If you've not checked out recently at ingressmerch.myshopify.com, it does say that they'll be away from July 25th to August 9th. So if you've placed any orders after July 25th, they won't be shipped right away. They'll be shipped once the team are back in. Just something to be aware of. If you have placed an order or you're thinking of placing an order, it will be a bit delayed, not with you until after the 9th at the very earliest. And then finally, for Ingress news, just I want to say a reminder is second Sunday next week. So make sure if you're doing scans, you've got those all ready to go. If you're doing missions, you know where you're going for your missions. If you're doing all-time unique portals, you know where you're going to get those. Whatever way you're going to complete it, make sure you've got a bit of a plan for it for second Sunday. That's all I've got for general Ingress news. So I'm going to move on to Recon/other Niantic Spatial news now. Before I get into going over some Recon/Wayfarer criteria, I want to mention that this is the last month to play Peridot.mobile. If you've not, you can't download it from the App Store. They closed the App Store download back in May. But if you still have it on your device, this is the last month to play because the service will shut off on August the 31st, 2026. I've checked in a couple of times, and most of the people that I know are playing have dropped off. So I don't get gifts and things like that. I don't know, there's not a lot going on in it now. There's no like big event to celebrate it closing. All the events just carried on as they were without any kind of fanfare and still acting like, hey, purchase this thing, classify some traits, and that'll go away in a month. So yeah, it's a bit of a fizzle out, I guess, for Peridot.mobile is the way it feels at the moment. The next bit in the list that I want to go down for Recon/Wayfarer criteria to get us ready for when that finally comes back is about military bases. And this was contentious in a chat recently, so it may be a bit divisive, but I'm just going through saying what the rules are. But obviously, if you want to argue it, feel free to do so in the comments or on the Wayfarer community forums are probably the best place for it realistically. So, under military basis, nominations of or within military bases are generally ineligible. However, if the nomination is of a park or public area that is open to residents of the base or the general public in the military base, it will meet our eligibility criteria. There's then an image of a picnic area, and they say this picnic area meets the socialization criteria is eligible. It's located in the residential part of the base and accessible by military personnel and their families. There's then also an image of a helicopter that's out of commission, and they note the out of commission helicopter has 2 information boards which provide details of engineering and its use, a great place for exploration. It's located in a publicly accessible park within the military base property, so that is eligible. As I say, I know it can be a bit contentious and divisive about military bases, especially. It was just next in my list after architecture and art, and then going for even more sensitive location next time, looking at cemeteries and other sensitive locations and the rules around those. That is all I've got for this week, folks, unless you're listening to the bonus episode, and then I'll be talking a bit about Hulong Trans Global. So if you're dropping off here, hope you have a great weekend, hope you have a great second Sunday next week, and happy hacking, agents. Thank you, agents, for listening to the latest episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do that in a couple of ways. So the easiest way to support the podcast is via Patreon. So you can find at patreon.com/ingressinsights. And there's a free tier, a $1 a month tier, whatever that is in your local currency, and a $5 a month tier. You can check out what benefits those come with on the Patreon. One other thing you can do that's totally free that helps out a lot is rating the podcast on your podcast service of choice. So where you can leave a rating or leave comments, that always helps increase visibility. And then finally, you can follow us on various social media channels. We use most of them, but the best one to follow us on now is Blue Sky. So that's just ingressinsights.bsky.social. Search for Ingress Insights on Blue Sky, you'll find us on there. Finally, sharing the podcast with friends, family, other agents who want to listen and get updates really helps out and helps get interviews with various Ingress people or other game-related people to then increase visibility more. So anything you can do from those is great.
Thanks again for listening, agents. Have a great day.
Intel package transferred.